Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again. 2021 UnitedHealthCare U.S. Open Racquetball Championships for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto here, live from the Target Center, and we're about to go underway for our next professional singles match between Daniel De La Rosa, the number 2 ranked player in this tournament, versus Joe Kelley from
Ladies and
New
gentlemen,
York.
up next on the U.S. Open's championship court is one of 16 matches being played in this round of 32 in the IRT Pro Singles main draw. Let's meet the players. He's seated number 31 in the IRT main draw. Please welcome from Milford, Pennsylvania, Joe Kelley. His opponent is seated number 2 in the pro draw. Please welcome from San Luis Potosi, Mexico, Daniel De La Rosa.
All right, introductions on the court.
The referee for this match is Eric Trujillo.
Are on the way. Joe Kelley, Daniel De La Rosa, about to start. Daniel De La Rosa from San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Joe Kelley from New York. Here again in the booth, Mr. Dean Baer, the official voice of the IRT. Dean Baer, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Fabio. We got a lot going on here today. Day 2 at the UnitedHealthCare U.S. Open, the 25th anniversary, the Doug Ganem Farewell Tour. We're getting more stuff ready for our broadcast, and our team is getting bigger day by day, so it's really cool, Fabio. You guys had a really good Landa match. I mean, when I interviewed Landa, I was even asking him, what does Trujillo have to do better to improve? And he was telling me off camera, more about, when he's at certain match, certain opportunities, he really has to capitalize and decision making. And he also said, you know what, how he gets better? He's got to take his lumps, and 100% agreed. But this particular match, I mean, De La Rosa, you have to say is, obviously the 2 seed, winning in Chicago, winning in Denver, just the trajectory is on its way up. But what I like about Joe Kelley, and I know them, I know them for a really long time in my area, is they're not afraid to play anybody else. They're definitely not afraid to play a high-level player. As a matter of fact, they'd rather play a good player and lose rather than a weaker player and win, if they had to make a choice. And that's what I like about Joe, which we're seeing here, and Sam, his brother, his twin brother. So I want to welcome everybody into the chat box. Thank you for tuning in. Fabio, this is going to be a good one.
So we're going to get Daniel De La Rosa started. Quick start, 2 points for Daniel De La Rosa. She bounces. 3-0 for De La Rosa. Glad to see him back on championship court here in Minneapolis. Skip by Joe Kelley.
Ton of people tuning in already.
Dean, I have not very familiar with the Joe Kelley style of play. I mean, you know him. What can we expect to see of him right now?
You're going to see a mixture of Cliff Swain, and for those of you who know Sanjay LaForest, he plays extremely unorthodox. Some of the shots they take are absolutely insane and unorthodox. That's the word I'm going to use. So, but Before the pandemic, him and his brother turned one of their garages into a racquetball court. So they bought a racquetball court and built it. And I had asked him, I said, hey, what design did you use? And he sent me a little sticker that said just 20 by 40. So they literally just built it themselves. So hats off to them. They're always on social media, on Instagram. I think it's Privatization Racquetball. But Carla Munoz was at their house this weekend. Cliff Swain, learning, training. Again, when you have a court in your house, it's amazing.
It's fantastic. I think you posted that on your social media about going to that court, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that.
I never went.
No? You went to court. I saw something on your Instagram.
Oh, that's a different friend's house on Long Island. I think it's 8-0.
On the headpan scoreboard right there, Joe Kelley.
Look at the hands of De La Rosa.
Wow. How soft is that?
Listen, I want to tell everyone, if you go to auction, usopen.com, there's an auction going on amazing stuff to support the Rafa House International. It's a nonprofit that takes care of like sexually trafficked women and stuff like that. Dee and Sal Perconte do an amazing job for them. So bid high, bid often. It's going to benefit not only Rafa House but also St. Jude. So that's auction, usopen.com. You can see all the great auction stuff. I know that yesterday they put some stuff on Sudzi Munchak. Today they're adding signed stuff from Paolo Longoria. So it's an amazing chance to get some really, really cool memorabilia. I saw there was some Kane posters over there. Everything's autographed. It's just and it helps a wonderful cause. Look at that. Look at that play there by Joe Kelley.
So 2 serving in at the headpan scoreboard. So Joe Kelley, I'm sure he's enjoying this match very, very much.
Yeah, they're saying in the chat box that Joe Kelley will go down fighting. Yeah, Erica, I know. So it doesn't matter what the score is, but any one of the Kelley brothers are going to play until the opponent has 15. It's another thing I love about those guys. Beautiful down the line. Guessed wrong.
Textbook right there by De La Rosa to keep it simple. Of course, De La Rosa playing a lot of racquetball. Not only is he doing in the singles, but he's also in the doubles with Alvaro Beltran. They are the number 1 seeded team in this tournament.
Last year they lost in the finals. Or 2 years ago.
2 years ago they lost in the finals.
Ken Waslinchuk and Ben Croft. This year, Kane has a different partner. Him and Sudzi have exploded.
An up-and-coming player.
I mean, they played unbelievable in Chicago. Definitely not up-and-coming. They have arrived. And for those of you who question seeding, the U.S. Open has a different seeding than an IRT Tier 1 event. And the seeding is comprised of previous U.S. Open finals, points in U.S. Opens, also how you finished last year, and Kane was the winner. So it's very hard to take him off at a U.S. Open. But like I said, the IRT Tier 1 satellites, the seeding is just done by ranking points straight in. So if you were questioning it, that's what it is.
So we're 9-2 in the headpan scoreboard as De La Rosa gets closer to winning game 1. And a timeout is taken by Joe Kelley. And as he takes a timeout, we'll take a short break ourselves. We will be back shortly here on IRT Live.
Over 1 million children are sold into slavery and human trafficking every year. At Rafa International, we exist to combat human trafficking and sexual exploitation for one child at a time. For more information, please visit rafa.org or follow us on social media.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. De La Rosa, extremely comfortable at a 10-2 lead. I believe now it's Once. What a shot by De La Rosa. Clicks the sidewall, front wall, roll. Jeez. What do you guys in the chat box think here? What do you think?
Well, it's one of those things, Dean, that we always talk about how good Daniel De La Rosa is in the front court. And, you know, when they play doubles, Alvar and him, he just has no trouble dominating that front. Joe Kelley skipping that shot. De La Rosa 2 points away from taking game one. Joe Kelley right now giving an end fight right here, 3-13, the head pen scoreboard.
UnitedHealthCare is a great sponsor, title sponsor of this event. Also brought to you by Lifetime. Keith Miner. I'm not going to say KWM Gutterman because if you know KWM Gutterman, you know Keith Miner, and directly supports USA Racquetball, US Open Racquetball. Lewis Drug, Sports Minneapolis, USA Racquetball, Mueller Sports Medicine, My Pillow, and Plascolite. Those are the sponsors here. What a serve. Joe thought it was a two-bounce get. Referee said no. Right to him. Great hands by DLR.
Side out is called there by the referee.
That's got to be unavoidable. Comfortable lead.
Side out there. Well, what a great wrap around there by De La Rosa to earn point number 14 with game point.
Good pick up. Daniel resets it. Daniel says, you shoot. Joe says, I will, and I'll go right into the ground. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 15-5, De La Rosa takes Game 1. Players will take a break. We'll take a break, too. We'll be back for the start of Game 2 right here on IRT Live.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up, up, up.
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but UnitedHealthCare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. UnitedHealthCare.
Uh-huh.
When you don't feel like yourself, trust the pharmacy experts at Lewis. From prescription medications to finding the things that make you feel better, Lewis pharmacists know what you need. Count on Lewis and feel better.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2. The head pen scoreboard is 0-0.
Interesting start here. De La Rosa sides out. You know what I like about Dean is that Joe Kelley, he doesn't buckle under the pressure. Obviously, he's an experienced player. And I like it when you play against, a top-ranked player, in this case, a number 2 ranked player. When you get a chance to do that, Dean, you play more loose. You really have no pressure.
Joe is not a... You're going to see he is not a pressure player. That's not how he operates, him or his brother. They play to win every time. Even when we play on Wednesday sometime, they go all out. He'll sacrifice his body, at this stage. The Kelleys, believe it or not, Fabio, are from Pennsylvania, but they're the tri-state area,
okay.
and they play a lot of the players from New York as well.
Very cool.
And I think they live in upstate New York, like on the Pennsylvania border. So, we say New York, but they're not. You know what I mean. And everybody knows it. But happen to love the Kelley brothers. Huge fans. Love the racquetball enthusiasm that comes from them.
Two serving 0 on the head pen scoreboard as De La Rosa continues to serve to Joe Kelley. Seems the official is talking to the athletes regarding a call that he made. I'm not sure.
Neither one of us saw it. We were trying to make sure we had the right score.
So 2 serving 0 on the head pen scoreboard. De La Rosa again to the serve.
Yeah, and Joe is, I don't want to say he's not the type to argue. Is that an ace? De La Rosa ace?
3 serving 0 now. Of course, De La Rosa, enjoying also. He's very good sportsman. Dean, I've seen him play against low-level players and over the years, and he is very respectful. He's a good sportsman.
De La Rosa remembers being that guy. So, and that was just a nasty shot. And I bet you that Joe Kelley, like I said before, he appreciates good racquetball players. They're that passionate. So, like I said, he'd rather play the best. Kind of very similar to Troy Wargan. Troy Wargan made the round of 32s. He's up against the king, and if there's anybody that just loves that opportunity, it's Troy.
Of course.
Daniel's skipping it in.
Joe Kelley eliminating that goose egg. 1 serving 4 on the head pin scoreboard.
Oh, what a terrible shot Daniel made, but it was a winner, and he actually tells Joe, hey, I'm sorry that I'm terrible right now, and I got a side out.
As long as he got that side out, it is not a terrible shot, Dean.
It was terrible. De La Rosa knows it. Second serve. Trujillo's got a pretty good grip on this game from a referee standpoint. Look at that pickup. 2 bounces. Oof.
Wow, De La Rosa killed it right there in the right corner. So we're reminding everyone, Dean, after this match, we have #1 ranked player in the world, Kane Wazelenchuk, versus Troy Wargan.
Coming up, like what we were just talking about.
Skip shot there by Kelley, awarding De La Rosa point number 6.
A great serve. Great camera angle. Oof. Look at the hands.
De La Rosa just taking his time. So one of the things I like about De La Rosa is he knows where to stand on the court. That's some problem that amateur players have. You know, they may execute correctly, but they're not in the right place. De La Rosa was right there. Didn't have to make much effort, but not right there as...
that was lazy. That was a serve, and he stayed in the box instead of coming out quickly. And Joe made him pay. It was a very, very simple wide-angle pass that just beat De La Rosa from his laziness. Great serve.
The point. Joe Kelley in the box.
The adjustment De La Rosa just made on that ball. Oh, he couldn't see, maybe because you were standing right behind him. It's quite possible.
Wow.
And a nice ceiling ball winner. That's tough in that OS corner in the back there.
Well, you know what?
Fabio. In this court, when you're in that corner and you look straight up for a ceiling ball, that light is right in your face.
You know
There's these lights that hang overhead here.
Joe Kelley, 3 points right now.
Nice. Dive for no reason. Oh, a little down the line. When we switch to the front camera, Fabio, you can see those lights. There's 2 on the back wall, but then on the sides, and there's a one that's deep, and it's on that last pane. That's the one that hits you when you have a really good ceiling ball to that corner. It's an instant look right there. It's right in your face, and they're not like regular lights. I honestly don't know what kind they are, but they're bright and they're right in your face.
Took a short towel timeout here.
Look at that referee Trujillo is up on there saying, let me make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, because they do that to me all the time. That's what Trujillo's thinking. With his Team Zurich shirt attire. I want to thank Mr. Francisco Fajardo. He's a Zurich Foundation. They sponsor the IRT, the Towel Timeout, and he is constructing people, building dreams. Like, why do I mess it up every time, Fabio?
Point right there for Joe Kelley. Constructing athletes, building people.
Building people. There we go. Francisco, thank you for your support to racquetball, because he's extending outside of racquetball, outside of the IRT. His extension is he sponsors some of the ladies players, and I heard he's got his eye on a different USA female athlete to bring into the Zurich group, along with Michaela. Look at Daniel set his feet. Joe's going to run it down. Died in the corner.
It's now 5 serving 7 on the headpan scoreboard. Joe Kelley. He's in the zone. Only 2 behind De La Rosa right now. Short serve.
Awkward stance, you'll see that. And if you're watching too, Joe Kelley, I mean, he's a little awkward. That was sidewall, front wall, Joe.
Clear as day.
Yeah, he definitely looked, Fabio, like, what are you talking about? But he holds the racket a little different, and that's a Cliff Swain grip that he has.
I think, yeah, you can notice that on camera, definitely.
Yeah. If you see him take a backhand, it's even worse. Like, he'll shift his hands. It's a Cliff Swain grip. There's no doubt about it. Cliff Swain racket. Cliff Swain. On his court, on the top, says Cliff Swain.
One would surmise that he has an admiration for Cliff.
He actually does.
Interesting.
Oh, good pass right there. Joe Kelley on a little bit of a run himself, looking to tie it up and possibly take the lead first time in this match. I don't think he had a lead.
He was the first one to score a point in game number 1.
And that was it.
Seven on the headpan scoreboard. Joe Kelley surprising us with a tied game right now. Can he take the lead from De La Rosa?
He's going to shoot this. Oh, 8 feet high. Daniel flattens that ball out. Oh, Damian Zamorano. Damian, why are you not here? Or are you? I did not see you. You were in Chicago a week and a half ago, and I fully expect you to be in the DLR corner this weekend, and you're not.
De La Rosa retaking the lead of this match. 8-7.
I thought that was short.
That's what it seemed like.
From here, it definitely looked short.
I agree.
10-7. 5 points away.
We have a timeout by Joe Kelley. As he takes a timeout, we'll take a short break ourselves, and we will be back here on IRT Live.
The more care you put into something, the better it will be. It's why you put so much into everything you do. And it's why UnitedHealthCare has so many ways to take care of you. Like supporting your physical and mental health, helping make sure you're not surprised by prescription costs, and connecting you to care whenever you need it. Because like you, UnitedHealthCare knows what care can do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 10 serving 7. Good timeout, bad timeout. Let's see.
Ace serve by Daniel de la Rosa.
Not a good timeout for Joe Kelley.
11 serving 7, the headpin scoreboard.
No.
The short serve called. Joe Kelley's not happy.
Oh, what a bad bounce, or a good one for De La Rosa. Bad for Kelley. Joe, that is. Damien, you don't have to work. Stop it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like our post and share the feed. We need to bring some people to watch free racquetball thanks to the sponsors of the IRT. What a flat rollout from Joe Kelley right there to get himself back in the box. Bring him in. Tag some friends. Fabio, that's if you haven't.
Of course.
Day 2, and honestly, I feel like we've been here all week. I've been here since Monday. Set up, back wall, De La Rosa. Easy pinch kill, 3 points away.
So 12-7 in the headpin scoreboard as Daniel de la Rosa tries to close in on this match. Great shot right there from Daniel de la Rosa. Left corner, pinch shot. Again, fantastic hands by Daniel de la Rosa. What a way to get his first match point. 14 serving 7 now on the headpin scoreboard as Joe Kelley needs to pull a rabbit out of his hat. And then there, Daniel de la Rosa takes the match. 15-5, 15-7. I want to thank everybody watching on phone and at home, at work, on your TV, on your tablet, wherever it is for watching. Like our post, share our feed. And we will be back with player interview with the winner, Daniel de la Rosa, after a short break here on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow. And to thank you for all your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. For a limited time, you get my 6-piece towel set. Regularly $109.99, now just $39.99. That's the lowest price ever.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you get my dog beds for as low as $19.99. Or for a limited time, you can get my 6-piece towel sets. Regularly $109.99, now only $39.99. The lowest price ever with your promo code.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm courtside with Joe Kelley. So, Joe, a lot of chatter in the box, about the way you play. It's a little unorthodox. It's extremely Cliff Swain-ish. And I know that you're a huge fan. But let me ask you a question, because I think I know the answer. You'd rather play a player like Daniel on this particular stage than, say, let's just say the 25th ranked player on tour, right or wrong?
Right? How could anyone not want to do that?
Yeah. So you built a court in your house. A lot of people go there and play. What's a little bit difference that you can tell some of the fans at home? This particular court, you've played in fish bowls and in Syosset and stuff like that. What's the big difference here?
Well, it's very dark. You're going to use the purple ball. People play with different balls at home. So the purple ball here makes it a little bit tougher. Obviously, the adrenaline, the excitement, the crowd. Just the glass on the glass and the lights panning out onto it makes it tough.
Gotcha. What's the difference between coming to, say, the U.S. Open and, let's just say, the shootout back at home?
The crowd, more people, great matches to watch. You can't beat the U.S. Open. If you plan on going to one tournament, you should always go to the U.S. Open every year.
100% agreed. Making the round of 32s. Obviously, you didn't get the result you wanted against the De La Rosa, but how do you feel at this tournament after your singles play?
Excited. It was a lot of fun, and I had a tough match last night, and I got nice and loose, and it felt good. And not the outcome, but I felt like I played okay, considering I've never played on this court, and obviously Daniel's great, so,
Okay, so is there anyone that you have to thank? I think there was some Kelleys watching.
Oh, well, my wife. My wife first, my son second, because they let me come out here. And then, Cliff Swain, obviously. I would not have gotten to this round without him. A few years ago, I couldn't even win an amateur tournament. So to be able to come here and make the main draw has been really exciting, and I owe all of that to Cliff, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, extremely proud of you, Joe. You're always a treat to watch play. I hate playing you, and you know that, but always a treat, always a treat. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to bring De La Rosa in. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Joe.
Dean.
So now we're going to take our winner come in. Mr. Daniel De La Rosa is always in the winner's circle. Daniel, what was the difference of playing someone, say like you played yesterday, against playing someone like Joe Kelley?
I mean, it's really nice because he actually has the same movement as a Cliff Swain. And then I remember I played Cliff Swain here like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's nice. It's nice to be back to the US Open, that's for sure.
Yeah, tough match, but you played well. You look extremely comfortable. I know I said this to you 2 years ago, but do you feel extremely at home on this particular court?
I mean, it's the biggest event of the year, Everybody's been waiting for the US Open, and then everything happened last year, so we couldn't come. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, the glass court is really nice. I really like this court, and then I hope so we can keep moving forward.
All right. I know you already thanked your sponsors, but I know you got to thank them again.
Oh, of course. Thank you, all my sponsors, Procanex, Williams, Suvan, MC Contracting. Of course, my wife, my kiddos, and then my family, my coach, they're all finally is here with me, so it's really big support. So, and of course, all my family back home.
Okay, so the camera needs to see Raylyn. So, Raylyn, are you happy that Daddy won?
Yeah.
Do you want Daddy to win the next round also?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, there you go, Raylyn. So, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this match. We're going to take a extremely short break, and we'll be back with the number 1 ranked player on tour, Kane Waslinchuk, taking on Troy, Oregon, right here at the Stadium Court at the U.S. Open. We'll be back on IRT Live.